Welcome to the Further Light Podcast, presented by Wisconsin Freemasonry, helping you accomplish your Masonic goals through education and more light. And now, I present to you, Brother Chris Ludke.
Listeners, scholars, brothers, this is Brother Chris Ludke, and today I want to continue our summer short series. And as part of that, of course, the summer shorts are there to both give us a break on the podcast, because it does take time to put material together, but also to fit into a more hectic and busier life that many people have during the summer. Vacations, trips, baseball tournaments, whatever it happens to be. Today I want to look at a specific line that we use in Masonic teaching. And this is the idea of the noblest contention. Now, why did I pick this up? Because in my lodge, in Waukesha Lodge, this is something that has been brought to me in the past. I believe Worshipful Brother Dan Miller has brought up the idea, what the heck does this mean? And he said it in very subtle tones that only Dan Miller can use. So I want to look at this idea of the noblest contention, of who best to work and best agree. So to get into it, the Masonic teaching associated with the trowel speaks not of ordinary competition, but of that noble contention, or rather emulation of who best to work and best agree. This is a beautiful and, often profoundingly misunderstood expression of the Masonic ideal, encapsulating a philosophy far removed from worldly rivalry. I should point out at this point that these are my ideas. They don't necessarily reflect everyone else's, and I may be going down a bit of a rabbit hole, so bear with me. This phrase suggests that instead of competing for wealth, status, or power, the fleeting prizes of the external world, Masons should rather strive to outdo each other in acts of kindness, in diligence of service, and in fostering peace and understanding. It is, in essence, a race toward shared virtue, where every participant wins and the collective benefits most. This seemingly simple phrase holds a dual yet interconnected meaning. First, we have who best to work, referring to the diligent and proficient application of all Masonic working tools and principles to one's own character. It means striving for excellence and self-improvement, diligently pursuing virtue, and becoming the finest perfect ashlar possible. This is a quiet, internal competition with one's own self, consistently pushing towards future potential in terms of honesty, temperance, justice, sincerity, and wisdom. Who best agrees speaks directly to the social dimension of Freemasonry, the cultivation of harmony, unity, and genuine brotherhood. It means actively fostering an environment where contention is absent, where differences are bridged by understanding, and where mutual respect prevails. To best agree is to find common ground, to resolve disputes peacefully, and to contribute positively to the collective spirit of the lodge as well as the wider community, spreading the cement of brotherly love. The unique power of this noble contention lies in its paradox. Worldly competition often leads to division, jealousy, and the desire to see others fail for one's own gain. This Masonic emulation, however, fosters the exact opposite. When individuals strive for their best work, they elevate themselves morally. When they strive to best agree, they actively contribute to the harmony and well-being of the group. Far from being a zero-sum game, this is rather a positive-sum endeavor, where individual improvement directly enhances collective strength and peace. The principle is critically important for several reasons. Within the lodge, it creates a space where members inspire each other through example, fostering continuous growth and ensuring complacency never sets in. It builds strong bonds of brotherhood as members feel safe and supported, knowing their brethren strive to uplift them, not undermine them. This principle also acts as a powerful antidote to divisiveness, reorienting human competitiveness towards benevolent ends. When individuals are working to best work and to best agree, the potential for collective achievement, whether charitable or philosophical, is vastly amplified. The profound lesson of who can best work and best agree is that true excellence and genuine fulfillment are not found in self-aggrandizement or the subjugation of others, rather in the harmonious pursuit of individual moral perfection that simultaneously contributes to collective unity and well-being. It teaches that our highest aspiration should be moral and communal, not material or divisive. Real triumph lies in personal virtue, lived in concert with others in a spirit of shared purpose and mutual respect. Imagine a world where this emulation was the primary driving force, where individuals and groups strove to be the most compassionate, the most just, the most forgiving, the most unifying. This vision, fostered by the trowel, lies at the heart of Freemasonry's aspiration for a more perfect society. It envisions a moral edifice built not just with solid stones, but with unbreakable bonds of universal love, where the only competition is in building a better self and, by extension, a better world. In an increasingly polarized and fragmented world, the lessons of the trowel, as we've covered a little bit in the past, I'm just sort of tying it into these ideas, is not just relevant, it's desperately needed. Modern society is often characterized by deep divisions and tribalism, where people retreat into echo chambers, demonize people outside their group. Despite hyperconductivity, many experience isolation and loneliness. Contention and conflict are rampant. The trowel offers a powerful antidote to these social ills. It calls on us to actively resist the forces of division. It encourages us to become agents of unity and reconciliation. It encourages us to race to become better people. As one of the old postings once had it, why did I become a Mason? To improve myself, my family, my community, and society overall. That's the contention. We are in a race to become better. And we're in a race to become better, not for the worldly, but rather so that we can improve the lives of those around us. This is moral betterment. This is philosophical betterment. This is educational betterment. This is not trying to get the next $1 million. I hope that this clarifies some of those ideas about who best to work and best agree. Because at the end of the day, that line seems like a throwaway, like so many others in Masonic teaching, and yet it has such profound messaging behind it. And just a reminder, this is my interpretation. This is not necessarily the correct interpretation. And I really do invite you to go out and give this thought, meditate on it, contemplate it, see what you think, and see if it's something that you can find more meaning in, or find a way to apply it in your life. And then when you do, share it with your brothers. Thank you for joining me, Brother Chris Lickey, and the entire Further Light team on your quest to find more light through Masonry.
Are you interested in learning more about Freemasonry in Wisconsin? Visit wisconsinmasons.org to learn more about Masonry and access further educational content and more light. Once again, that address is wimasons.org. Any questions, comments, or suggestions, please email us at education@wisconsinmasons.org. And thank you for listening.